welcome. I'm Meg, whether or not you're watching this back in my movement group, which is Movement and Mindfulness with Megs, or if you're watching this back on YouTube. I hope you have fun. So in my Facebook group, of course, for those of you that are sort of watching this live or back on replay, as you know, I do 3 strength sessions each week, which is single leg strength, bent arm strength, straight arm strength and compression. Plus, you'll be working through getting quite a few conditioning workouts as well. So getting the body moving, focusing on locomotion as well, where also you'll receive 3 yoga videos a week as well. So that's a combination of yin yoga, yang yoga, and of course beginner yoga as well. There's heaps of content on there. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you are interested to come and practice with me, the link will be down the bottom in the comments, and it is just $20 a week. You just pay as you go. There is of course no lock-in or anything like that. It's just an honesty system. And this whole program that I've got, or the group that I've got, is to help us all build strength over time. I'm very big on repetition, I'm very big on consistency, and I'm very, very big on taking our time. Especially with our bodies, nothing is rushed, and it's the same in nature. They say that everything in nature is accomplished, yet nothing is hurried. We are exactly the same. So bent arm strength is exactly what it sounds like. So you might need to be strong through this area if you need to pull yourself up out of a pool to rescue a child, if you need to jump over a fence one day because you might be in danger. Whatever it is, if you need to sort of bend those arms to pull yourself out of something or push someone away, you want to have the strength there to be able to do that. So this is what this is about. You're going to need a resistance band. I have got a longer one. I'm also using a pull-up bar. Now you can of course tie a band to anything that you have. So pull-up bars are really helpful. You can get them from Target. But of course, I'll give you options where if you don't have a bar, that's going to be okay. I've also got a smaller band as well. Pretty much I think that's all we're going to use. I try to use minimal equipment because because it's something I want you guys all to be able to access. And I'll always give modifications as well. So in this bent arm strength workout today, we are only just going to be going for 3 rounds because I'm still in the first parts of my group. I don't want to overdo at the moment. It's about keeping it nice and simple. We are going to warm up though. So very first, we're going to come down onto our hands and our knees, and we're going to start to warm our spine. So as a lot of you know, I'm really big on spinal movement and also taking our time in our warm up. So the fingers are spread wide, right? And I'm just going to barrel roll. So I'm just moving my body in a circle, bending into the elbows as I do this, and starting to move around my spine. No rush. Change direction with your barrel roll, everyone. So slowly starting to walk back the other way. To roll back the other way. As you do this, really pull that belly button into your spine as you come up and over. So working into a bit of an angry cat. Great. From here, we're going to duck dive under a wave and then up and over. So we're bending the elbows, duck dive under, push through the palms, up and over, angry cat. So moving through this really gentle spinal wave, whilst also getting into the elbow joint. Start to use your breath. Inhale, duck under, and exhale, up and over. 2 more. Let's reverse it. You don't have to go super deep into the elbows. So just listen to your body. We're just warming up. Perfect. Cool. So from here, what we're going to start to do is some shoulder circles. So finding this tabletop position again, And we're just going to lift up the right arm and then sink the hips back over the heels and just slowly sweep through. Just to your degree. Perfect. Reverse the direction. Noticing how that shoulder's feeling. My left hand is planted down nice and strong. Change sides. Back the other way. Beautiful. Alrighty. From here, turn the fingertips out to the side, right? So the fingertips are facing the side of the mat, and we're just slowly going to go side to side. So just a nice bit of wrist mobility here. So the heels of the hands are likely to either come off or stay down. Everyone's going to be different here. So just be gentle. Just really listen into what's going on with your wrists. Many of you know I'm really big on wrist mobility. It is so important. So turn your fingertips now back to face your knees, just to your degree, going forward and back. So just keep going with that. It's going to be, again, different for everyone. Just do another 20 seconds there. Beautiful. And then lastly from here, we're going to bring the fingertips down to the ground. And we're going to do what's called a first knuckle raise. So we're going to come up onto the first knuckles, the thumbs are going to lift, and then we press the heel of the hand down. So lifting up, heel of the hand comes off, and then come back down. So from the side, I'm lifting off, the heel of the hand comes off, my thumbs off, and then slowly back down. So slightly uncomfortable. I'm still maintaining a tuck, slight tuck of the tailbone here, trying to warm up into the finger joints. We'll go 3, good, go 2, and go 1. Lovely, let's give it a little bit of a shake out. So we're going to do some spinal rolls against the wall. So basically you're going to need a wall, and what we're going to do is place the feet on the ground, keeping the feet away from the wall because we're going to need that space. And I'm really working on the lower part of my tailbone here. So I'll get you to watch first. So what I'm going to do is start to tuck my tailbone under, and I want to put every single vertebrae onto the wall. So I'm peeling myself against the wall, one vertebrae at a time. You'll notice now my bum is starting to come off so that I can get into that upper vertebrae, all the way up to the base of my neck. And then one vertebrae at a time, I'm coming back down. So I've got to tuck my tailbone under to do this. I'm peeling, 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 fighting through that lumbar. Cool, so we're going to go 4 more. I'm going to get you to join me. So slowly peeling the spine up against the wall. Got to really work compression strength to do this. Come right up, so work as high as you can up through the upper neck. And then one vertebrae at a time, we start to peel back down. So really take your time, don't rush this. A fair bit of leg strength here too, guys. Good, we're going to go 3 more. These should be relatively difficult. So try not to rush through that lumbar area. Good, 2 more. And back down. Good, and last one. And slowly back and down. Nice work. So what we're actually going to do here is a little bit of shoulder mobility. These are called W to Ys, and they're harder than they look. So I'm going to show you from the side first so you can see, and then I'm going to go on the back wall. So what I mean to do is to peel my spine against the wall. I do not have any space between my lumbar, right? I'm not doing this. I'm tucking my tailbone under. And then what I'm trying to do from here is to bring my thumbs onto the wall, but I don't want to lose this through the lumbar. So from the back, what you'll see is I'm in a bit of a squat position, peeling my spine against the wall. I'm opening up my arms into a W. Now, if your thumbs don't touch the wall, that is okay. But if your back comes off the wall when you do that, then just work on keeping the hands away from the wall and pressing your spine down. We're going to do 5 of these. The intention one day is to get the full hands on the wall with the spine on the wall here. So we're creating a W shape, pulling down through the elbows, keeping the spine on the wall, and then going up to create a Y shape. Keep your spine on the wall. So you really got to fight for these. We've got 4 more. W, spine does not come off that wall at any point. Slide up to a Y. So we're aiming to get the thumbs on the wall, eventually the backs of the hands. Don't worry if this is not happening, just do your best. These are really hard. Slide down to a W, slide up to a Y. We've got 2 more repetitions to go, I know. Slide down to a W, and up to a Y. Slide down to a W, and up to a Y. They were pretty horrible, weren't they? Slowly come off the wall. For today's session, we're just doing 1 round of that. We're going to work on those over the next couple of weeks. We're going to move straight into our strength set. So this is where if you do have a pull-up bar or something you can tie a band to, definitely recommend it. But as I said, I have very much been saying in this group that honestly, like while we're in lockdown, get yourself a pull-up bar. They're $18 from Target. They are amazing just for practicing hanging and working into your pull-up if that's something you'd like to strengthen. So I've got a band connected to this pull-up bar. The first move that we're going to work into is a lat sort of pull-down, so we're on a bit of an angle. So what I'm trying to do here is tuck that tailbone under. I've got my 2 hands on the band, and I'm going to bend the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades together and slowly come back. Now, if you don't have the pull-up bar, not a problem. You will sit on the ground, the feet will go long, and you're going to bend the elbows and pull back here, all right? So I'm going to start on the floor with you all. The bar is just an option into this one. And we're just going to be starting to work into these repetitions. So we're actually going to be going 8 of these repetitions today, this bend arm strength. So we'll get it started. So we're all going to take a seat, wrap the band around your feet. I have doubled up this band for thickness. And we want to keep the shoulders away from the ears, overhand grip, turn, bend the elbows and pull. So now that my forearms are facing up and I'm squeezing my scapula together and slowly coming back out. We're going to go 7 more reps. So they're slow reps. My shoulders are not bunching up around my ears, and I'm squeezing into the lats here, drawing those shoulder blades together. Definitely not rushing it. So pull in and squeeze. Slowly back out. I've got 4 more reps to go. I think most of us have a band at home. Again, if you don't, you can just order some stuff online from Kmart. Super easy to get this stuff. 2 more repetitions here, everyone. So in our Dolphin Plank, we are working shoulder strength here. The forearms come down to the ground. The hands are in line with the elbows. So when we come into this Dolphin Plank, we really want to make sure that our tailbone tucks under. right? Pressing down with forearms, either stay here on the knees or lift up and we hold. We've got 30 seconds of a dolphin plank. Belly button drawing to spine. This is one of the best things for strengthening through the shoulder joint, whilst also working compression at the same time. Push back with your heels, squeeze your quads, and really feel the tailbone tuck under. We're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. The next one is a side push-up. I love these. They're a really cool little movement. So I just want to show you where this is going first. I start from my knees, right? I'm going to turn this way so you can see where my hands go. As I turn to the side, I externally rotate my left shoulder. The hand comes down. I bring the right hand over. I come into a tricep push-up position. I lean forward and I bring my left ear to the ground. And then I push up. I'm now going to show you that from the side. So from here, left arm externally rotates, comes down. I'm getting compression into the waist. Right arm comes over, come into a tricep position. The closer you are to your body, the easier this is. Shift forward, bring the left ear to the ground, and then press back up. Cool? So we're going for 8 of these in total. It's 4 on one side and 4 on the other. So we're going to start on the left side first. Left arm opens, fingertips spread wide, right arm comes over. Elbows wrap inwards, shift forward. So we don't bunch up around the ears and then press back up. That's 1. Going for 2. The side push-ups are amazing. I love them. They allow the body to get a lot of depth. So obviously the further away you are from your body, right, the harder this is going to be. Fantastic. Let's go 4 on the other side here. So right hand comes down, start close, right ear to the ground, and then push back up. Let's go for rep number 2. Good. Rep number 3, elbows go back. And rep number 4. Amazing. Well done, everyone. Beautiful. So from this position, we're now just working back on our tricep dip. So you'll need yourself a chair. We did these last week. We're going to do them again. Again, I'm big on repetition. It's a really good way to learn. It's a great way to develop strength rather than changing it up all the time. So we want to find the hands underneath. You want to be very close to your body. They're definitely not out here. So the forearms are brushing the side of the body, holding onto the edge of the seat. And we're just going to start nice and close for this first round. Again, if you've got the strength there, feel free to go out a fair bit. My shoulders are pretty cooked today, so I'm going to stay nice and close. Keep your bum close to the seat, dip down, so possibly shoulder at elbow height, and slowly press back up. So we're going down for 3, 2, 1, pause, push. Good, let's do that again. We're going to go 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. Last one. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. Woo, great work. We are now going to go into a locomotion pattern called a lizard crawl. So the lizard crawl, I gave you in the week prior to this, the steps for the lizard crawl. So please go back to that first video if you're not sure. Again, it's I'll show you firstly, just so that you can practice this or become familiar with the steps to the lizard crawl. You start in a side plank, so left hand down, right hand to hip. Right foot steps forward, right? And then you bring the right hand forward and you'll find a side plank on the right. Left foot steps out to the side, left hand comes forward, side plank on the left. That's the steps for the lizard crawl. But again, I went through that in last week's video. It's the whole point of this. And I will put a little tutorial up as well. But we are just going to practice and give a go the straight arm for now, lizard crawl, and then we'll bend into the elbows over the next couple of sets. So What we're going to do is lizard crawl as far forward as we can. I know we're at home, so we don't have much space. And then we're going to bear crawl backwards. We're going to do 3 or 4 rounds of this. So a little bit of cardio, but we're moving slow. So we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand, straight arms, right? From here, walk the right hand out to the right, goes in front, step the left foot outside the left hand. Left foot hand goes all the way out and around, right foot steps outside right hand. Let's go again. Right hand moves out to the right, left foot outside left hand out to the left, right foot outside right hand, crawl your way back. Beautiful. And then let's do that again. Right foot steps outside right hand, sweep around, left foot, left hand, sweep, right foot, right hand, sweep, left foot, left hand, crawl back. We're going to do it 2 more times. If you need to rest, rest. Right foot outside right hand, left foot, right foot, take your time, don't rush it. Left foot, crawl back. 1 more round. Right foot, left foot, right foot, and left foot. Great job. Whew. So that was a straight arm lizard crawl. Of course, this is a bent arm class. So in the next 2nd and 3rd rounds, I'm doing 3 rounds today. We're going to start to bend the elbows a little bit more in that lizard crawl. But if that's not for you, then don't bend them. Stay with that first one and get a feel for that lateral flexion of the spine. The lizard crawl moves like this, right? It's like this S-ing of the spine, okay? So crawl before we walk. Like, sorry for the pun, but it's really important. Don't try and do something that you're not there yet. And don't judge yourself if you're not there yet. That's pointless. Wherever you are is perfect. There is no end point. There's no goal to any of this stuff. So stop trying to make it better than what it is, because it's perfect the way that you are right now. Cool. Let's move into round number 2. So we're working into the bent arm pull. So you're either going to be on the ground with the feet extended, right? Actually, to be honest, I'll stay with that because I know that a few of you don't have a pull-up bar just yet. So I'll do these ones with you. So, but in the next couple of weeks, we're very much going to be moving to a lot of the pull-up bar stuff. So as I said, if you are serious on wanting to develop some strength, jump online to Target and order yourself an $18 pull-up bar that sits in your doorway. They're so good, easy to put together, and they don't damage anything. They just sit over the top of the bar. Really great thing to have. All right, guys, let's work into, we've got 8 reps of our lat pull. So we're trying to use these guys as we pull, all right? We're going in 3, 2, and 1. 8 solid reps here. So the strength work that we're doing on these classes doesn't go for that long, right? We get in, we get the shit done so that you can spend time with your family, spend time on yourself. Sorry, yourself must come first. You cannot give back to your family if you do not give back to yourself first. So you are at the top of the ladder, always. You must fill your own cup first. 3 more reps to go. Right? And that's why we just get in and get it done, and that's why the yoga is on here as well, and the yin and the meditation, so you can just do it in your own time. Whoa, well done. Straight into a dolphin plank, guys. Forearms come down to the ground, onto the knees or onto the toes, and we're going to hold here. Press the ground away with those forearms. We've got 30 seconds. Belly to spine. Breathe. Squeeze your bum. Push back with your heels. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Oh, great work. Side push up. Again, these get harder the further away you go. So we've got 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Slowly though. No need to rush. You want to get that ear all the way down to the ground. Don't collapse through your spine. If you're collapsing through your spine, go closer to your body. Oh, 4 on the other side. Elbows in, ear to the ground, and back up. our dip. So finding that seat. Again, we want to do these slow. Closer the legs are to the seat, the easier it is. Arms are straight. Down for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Push. 4 more. Don't rush it, guys. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Push. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Push. I've forgotten if it was 2 or 1. Let's go 2 just to be safe. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Push. Lizard crawl. 3 laps. So if you want to bend your arms a little bit, I'm just going to show you what I mean. I'm putting in a bit of a push up here. So I'm bending into my elbows, still doing the same move, but I'm bending the elbows more now, making this a really big compound full body 3-dimensional movement. So we start off with right foot outside, right hand. Up to you, straight arms or a slight bend. Sweep out the right hand, left foot outside, left hand. Super slow. When you get to the left side, we're going to crawl it back. 2 more laps like that. So do not rush it. Try to get as low to the ground as possible. But again, listen to your body. These are pretty challenging. So work with your body. Bear crawl back. 1 more set, everyone. When you're done, rest. Whew. Oh, heart rate should be up. Take a minute's rest here. We've got 1 more round for today. So as I said, when you are in the group, when you do these strength sessions, they are called the same thing: single leg strength, bent arm strength, straight arm strength. There's going to be minor progressions onto that. I don't change it up too much because you want to build strength. You want consistency and repetition. Too often in life, where we're trying to do things new all the time, we're looking for stimulation. But I want you to come into these workouts actually seeing it for the first time. It's called Shoshin, a beginner mind. When you can come into something with a beginner mind, you see it for the first time, and therefore it's brand new, right? It's up to us how we see it, and we can actually bring that beautiful Japanese Zen sort of tradition of this beginner mind into our lives as well. So we can actually start to see ourselves for the first time. We can see our workplace, we can see our family, we can see our lovers, we can see our kids for the first time, which is a really, really beautiful thing. And that brings us to presence every time. And in this world, the most important thing that we need right now is presence. We need to be here in this moment, because nothing before this moment matters. And of course, worrying about what's going to happen in the future or how long we're going to be in lockdown for, it does nothing for us. So we have right here and now. And that is the most important thing to practice out of any of this. Let's go into round number 3. So finding our bend, we are in our final round. So working through 8 slow repetitions of your lat pull. So overhand grip to underhand grip and squeeze your lats. Here we go for 1. No rush. For 2. Good. For 3. Closer you are on the band, the harder this is going to be. For 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Wow. Woo. Great job. Dolphin plank. Forearms down. Set it up. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Belly to spine. So think sad dog through your tailbone. We don't pitch your head. And we don't want to let the hips go down. So we want to round through the upper back, angry cat. Squeeze the bum, push back with the heels, lift the quads. 15. 3, 2, 1. Side push up. Now there is a progression into this one, all right? So in the side push-up, some of you may want to go from a push-up position. So it looks like this. So you go from the push-up position into a side push and then back. So that opposite leg actually lifts up and you squeeze the glutes. Now that is only if the mobility is there in the squat, just an option. So I've got 4 on the left, 4 on the right. When you're ready, guys. One more to go. Woo. Oh, and then change sides. So again, up to you if you lift the leg or not. Totally up to you. 2. 3. And 4. Oh, well done. 5 dips to finish. And then we finish on our lizard crawl for our locomotion. Keeping the rest minimal, setting it up. If you want to put your feet out further, you go for it. But make sure your bum stays close to the seat. Here we go, drop down for 3, 2, 1. I missed the pause, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. 3 more reps. 1, 2, 3, pause, push. 2 more. 1 more. Great stuff. So I'm not going to talk through this lizard crawl now. I just want you guys to give it a go. We're going to go for 1 minute. Go as far forward as you can. When you can't go further forward, crawl it back. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. I want you to take your time. Find this beautiful S-ing of the spine. Rush it. Bend the elbows or not, your choice. And then crawl back in a backwards cat crawl. A really nice one too for the hips. Halfway. Oh. What about 1 more, guys, if you've got it? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Great job. Take a seat. Bring your left foot in front of your right. Right arm comes up. Let's twist. Spine long. Now I don't do many stretches on these videos, on the strength sets. That's what the yin yoga is for. Cool? So in this group, you have access to many yin yoga classes on the Facebook page, Movement and Mindfulness with Mates. The whole point is to do them. We can't just do strength all the time. We can't just do yoga all the time. We can't just do yin all the time. We need a balance. That's why I've put this page together so that we can combine yoga, movement, play, and being still, and also get into our connective tissue and fascia through yin as well. It is super, super important. All right, from here is going to keep the legs as is. For some of you, that might come down into shoelace pose. And we're actually just going to open up here. So with the left leg on top, left hand goes out to the side. And we're just going to open up laterally through the right side of the body. Just take 3 breaths here. So deep hip stretch and internal rotation, but also really getting into the QLs, getting into the serratus and the obliques, and of course right down into the right rib cage, lungs, and also even the liver meridian here as well. Take a breath in, come back to the start. Let's change those legs around. So we're just going to bring the right foot over and come into a twist. Left hand comes up, out and around, and twist through the spine. It is always about doing what you can do rather than what you cannot. Always. So you always take the modifications. Never ever judge yourself if something that I do is not what you're doing. That's irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. It's about appreciating where we are right now, exactly what it is, without the need for more. I know I keep banging on about that, and I always will. I always used to move to be, for it to look better. I was never content with where I was at. I was always chasing a goal, and if we're always searching for something, we'll always be looking. So it's about embracing the fact that this is it right now, this is amazing. And when you embrace that, then you really release the need for more, and it becomes a lot more simple. You have much more time to put into yourself and appreciate the goodness that's already here. One more breath. And then let it go. We're going to just take a seat, whether it be cross-legged or on your knees. I'm just going to roll the shoulders out here. So we're going 5 big shoulder rolls back. And then reverse it. Really get full range here. Take your time. In a society that moves so fast, there's no need to be fast here. One more. Lastly, moving through the neck, some really slow circles. Back the other way. Well done, everyone. So thank you for the bent arm strength workout. Again, it's just donation based. If you just dropped in for a single class today, just $10. The details are in the About section on the Facebook page. If you're joining me for the whole 6 classes over the week, it is just $20. It's less than a bottle of wine. It's now spring, so I detox at the start of every single season. So today being the start of spring, I am on a 3-day water fast, which is what I do every break of season. I've been doing that for a while though, you know, and I'm used to the fasting. It was really hard when I first started. So I recommend doing something like maybe even just stopping eating food for a day. You can do that, you'll survive. People can go 50 days without food. To reset your liver, your nervous system, your body, your digestion. When we are holding on to toxicity, things build up and they get stuck. You know, it's a whole nother conversation, but how can you do something good for your body? It's coming into spring. Maybe stop drinking alcohol for a month. As I said, like I'm on a 3-day water fast as of today. You know, and it's up to us how hard we want to make it. So if I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to eat food for 3 days and get in my head, then it's going to be really hard. But because I've made a decision to just go, this is what I'm doing, and my body's okay, that's what you're doing. It's just about making it easy for yourself. But I know that my body really benefits from this as well, because it clears out any toxicity. And far out, has there been some toxicity? Hell yes. There's a lot of noise going on out there at the moment. That's all toxins, and it holds in our bodies, and it holds on to stress and inflammation and sickness and eventually dis-ease. We want to clear that out. Have yourselves the best day. Please like and subscribe if you're following this on YouTube, and if you are interested, the link is down below for the Movement and Mindfulness with Meg's group. Those of you who followed me live or are watching this back in the group, thank you again. I hope you're feeling your strength start to build. Have the best day.